Okay, so this is going to be a pretty quick, fairly fast and brief overview/review of the Blackhawk Sfk-Uk fixed blade fighting dagger. Now, I picked this guy up on Amazon for about 60 bucks. It wasn't the one I wanted. I, of course, wanted the one in black, but wait, that looks pretty black, right? Well, that's because I painted it. I actually used some Wheeler Engineering Cerakote, which, as you can see, actually gives it a nice texture. It's pretty resistant. Grips came black. They're nice micarta, I believe, possibly G10. I'm not sure. But you can see that looks pretty good blacked out. You can see a little bit of wear here and there from coming in and out of the sheath, but yeah, it works all right. Now these knives are, you can see them around for all the way up to around 200 bucks. I would not pay 200 for this probably. There's a few things I don't like that I would have to deal with. I love this. I love the steel. It's great. I love the dagger blade. It is wonderful. It's the right length. It's the right thickness and shape. It's even made out of the right type of really good hard steel. But to be honest, I'm not really nuts about the contouring there on the bottom of the grip. I use kind of a combination of a rapier grip and a Filipino grip. So I do most of the gripping here with my back 3 fingers, and it looks like that would fit in really well to the back of my hand, but I'm not 100% on it. I don't really like it. I prefer a little bit flatter pommel here, for lack of a better word. This one is really great because it's got a nice angle on it, and it's relatively thin, so you can really, oh man, really smack something with that. It's gonna do something. You can also note the nice lanyard hole there, but all that shaping and stuff, I would really like the dagger a little bit better. I think it was maybe not just a straight profile, but at least reduced a little bit. Now, no blade review is complete without mentioning and talking about the sheath a little bit. Blackhawk actually did a wonderful job, in my opinion, on the sheath for this knife. It is one of my favorite sheaths that I've ever had for any blade, period. And this includes some handmade ones, including leather ones I've personally made for myself, as well as Kydex ones I've personally made for myself. And those of you with a keen eye may have already spotted that I have this mounted on a Blackhawk paddle holster frame. It comes for their CQC or Serpa series of handguns. And the nice thing about them both being made by the same company, Blackhawk, is they use the same hardware and have pretty much the same pattern. Now, I like this because in this current configuration, I would like to be able to mount it on my belt. But it comes with basically almost kind of like malice straps that you can use to mount it to pretty much anything else, including molly webbing. Yeah. Another thing I really like about this sheath is that although it's not a super high speed, low drag, just friction fit, quote unquote, zero retention where there's nothing needed to pull the blade, it actually has a really cute little lock down in here. You can see that I've stippled it to give it a little bit more of a texturing, but you actually have to press this down with, say, your thumb or forefinger before you can draw the blade out, and that's really nice. I got a good deal on this one, under $100, but you don't want to be bouncing around and losing your knife out there, especially not when there's something this important, because, well, let's talk a little bit about my philosophy of use for it while we're here. This is not a great knife to, I don't know, say, take out for jungle survival or camping, or maybe even necessarily a great knife to have, mounted on your cool guy plate carrier or whatever. This is a very, very specialized design. Daggers are more or less the perfect murder weapon. There are other types of knives I would take to, like, your imaginary quote unquote knife fight or duel. I might prefer a Bowie, something that was a little bit bigger. But if, say, sentry removal or other very quiet, very nasty, daggery assassin type things are on your mind, this thing is ideal. You can see it is very, very slim, which is great. That means it will fit in between the ribs nicely, as well as in between the different vertebrae in the spine. So, one good thrust from this, and that's all she wrote.